or indeed a line to bowl. In fact, they're having a complete rethink. I wondered why that had gone on so long. It's taken, I should think, not far short of 5 minutes. Certainly, looking at my watch, around about 4 minutes since Ambrose bowled the last ball of the over, before we've had any clue as even who's going to bowl this over. It's quite a change of policy here, and quite a gamble as well. Rawle Lewis, the leg spinner, is coming on. Remember, only 2 fielders can be outside the 30-yard ring.
See the 30-metre circle quite clearly, and only 2 men are allowed outside that area for the first 15 overs of this game. There are also 2 men who have to be in a close catching position. I'm not quite sure where they are at the moment. There's a lot of wandering around going on. 2 men at mid-wicket, one of whom is the bowler. Looks as though there's going to be a slip, which will qualify obviously as one of the close catchers, and the other one I think will be the captain himself, Brian Lara, who will come into short mid-wicket. No, maybe not. A short extra cover, Carl Hooper, and a short third man, so no slip.
Expect Rawle Lewis to bowl quite well outside leg stump with this field. Well, I say, and to spin the ball. That's not a bad start. It was Shane Warne stuff.
Good pace from Lewis first ball. Skidding through on Ben Hollioake.
I'd have to go a bit here. Now, to throw it hit, he'd have been out by a yard. Just all a bit indecisive and frantic from England this morning.
Not sure that was the best of calls from Alex Stewart. He knew he could get there, but Ben Hollioake had come down the wicket, then got down on one knee to play a sort of sweep. Stewart in easily. Hollioake struggling.
Not a very good piece of work from Rawle Lewis, I've got to say. It was a perfectly decent throw, and Lewis ought to have caught that and whipped the bails off. Might have had his eye distracted by Hollioake running at him.
Again, an example of Stewart's impatience, really. This is the throw to Lewis, which you're quite right, should have been taken, and the bails should have been whipped off.
That's one of the 2 men out on the leg side. The other one is at a straightish mid-wicket. Long way out here. It means that mid-on and mid-off are back. Mid-on and mid-off are up, and those are the 2 that are back. And it's quite clever of Lewis to bowl this length, because if he over-pitches, it'll be a pretty straightforward stroke for Hollioake or Stewart to look to hit down the ground or over mid-on and back over the bowler's head. So short of a length is the right length. Very good bowling. Very good stuff from Rawle Lewis. Bob Willis has been saying behind the scenes for the first couple of games that he reckons if England are struggling with Wallace and Lambert at the beginning of the innings, they would do worse than to give the spinner a bowl, Robert Croft. And then Mustique is away, the shadow far left beyond Beckwith. Here's Rawle Lewis to Ben Hollioake. Chip from Hollioake off the bottom of the bat.
Mervyn Dillon, who's on the field for Curtly Ambrose, who's seeing a doctor at the moment. I have no more information. Yes, I thought that may be one of Stewart's ploys to counteract this approach from Lewis. The two men very close on the offside, one at third man and one at short extra. No real protection out at all.
No ball!
It was a no ball. And as such, with that lack of protection on the offside, Stewart may look to get leg side of the ball and hit Lewis away over the offside. That's good bowling, good line, a bit of turn as well, and bowling to his 5 men on the leg side with the 2 men out on the boundary.
It's a well-placed stroke from Hollyoak. There was a big difference in the way he set himself up to play that. Lovely solid position, and he made sure that he hit it exactly where he was aiming. Tried to hit it too hard. Stayed with the shot. Tendency sometimes to pull away and to try to smack it over everybody. That's I'm sorry, but that's an appalling piece of umpiring. It's a one-day match, this. It's too wide.
Good control stroke from Ben Hollyoak, using his feet and hitting away through mid-wicket. House here at Arnos Vale. Some of this crowd were in the ground as early as 7 o'clock this morning. Streams and streams of spectators making their way around the airport and down the road to this ground, which is set almost on the beach. Still some more coming in.
The best of Ben Hollyoak, and that's why he's so highly rated.
Wasn't a half volley, it was played by Ben Hollyoak. Uncomplicated straight drive.
Remember, this is a pretty fast bowler, Nixon. Maclean made to look like slow medium. That's the less good side of the young talent.
It's having got England to 50 the previous ball. It's not short enough to pull, and he knows it as well. A loose stroke.
Innings 50 coming up in 75 balls from marginally under an hour's play. About 55 minutes we've had here at Arnos Vale this morning. Very different fare altogether from the 2 games in Barbados. The West Indies have looked much tighter as a unit, and England haven't quite had their timing. Consequently, it's a sort of even-Steven start, really. You'd reckon 13 overs if you kept aside your under 55. With these fielding restriction rules, you've done pretty well. pretty well done from Nixon Maclean. What he's done to Alex Stewart, he's bowled it that bit straighter. Early on there was the odd wide ball to cut, but when you get it around middle stump to Stewart on a length, it's your one chance of tying him down.